Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss the table that came on 15th September 2022 as in the morning slot. So the table below presents the food consumption per person weekly in a European country in 1992, 2002 and 2012. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. पहले तो क्वेश्चन का मतलब क्या है उसको अच्छे से समझने की ज़रूरत है. तो उन्होंने कहा है कि द टेबल बिलो, जो टेबल नीचे दिया गया है, प्रेजेंट्स द फूड कंजप्शन मीन्स फूड खाया जाने वाला पर पर्सन मीन एक बंदे का वीकली इन अ यूरोपियन कंट्री, मतलब एक बंदे का टोटल जब लगाया है उन्होंने वीकली, एक वीक में इन अ यूरोपियन कंट्री, एक यूरोपियन कंट्री में इस ईयर में. इसको समराइज करना है, इसका आपने एक्सप्लेन करना है अपनी वर्डिंग में इन टास्क 1. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द टास्क 1 इज रिटन इन 150 to 200 words. Right now in this task you have to write the relevant details. First of all you have to give the introduction, secondly you have to give overall, and thirdly you have to give body pairs, and you have to divide the body pairs into two. Now in the introduction what you have to write is you have to give the information in this sequence: what, where, when. What is the information about? Where is the information, or you can say where, which place. You have to discuss the place here. And when, what is the time period of this. Okay, so let's see. The table gives data on the amount of food consumed per person weekly in a particular European country in 3 years, 1992, 2002 and 2012. Now amount of food consumed per person weekly is what? In a particular European country is where, and in 3 years, the 3 years are mentioned, this is when. Now when you are writing overall, you have to give the details of, first of all you have to write down maximum or minimum and the trend. मैक्सिमम मिनिमम मीन्स जो भी आपको मैक्सिमम लग रहा है देखने में, या मैक्सिमम जो जिसमें अमाउंट में स्पेंड हो रहा है. अब इसमें क्या है, फूड का मैक्सिमम बताना है कि फूड मैक्सिमम कंज्यूम्ड कहाँ किस ईयर में किया गया है. एंड मिनिमम बता सकते हो आप, प्लस आपको ट्रेंड बताना है कि ट्रेंड क्या है, इंक्रीजिंग है, डिक्रीजिंग है या फ्लक्चुएशन है. बिकॉज द 3 years आर गिवन, यू कैन राइट डाउन द ट्रेंड. ओके, नाउ overall the largest part of people's meal was made up of vegetables, while cheese made up the smallest part of people's diet. It is also worth noting that over the given period the trends remain the same. Now you can see that vegetables is highest or maximum 2220 in 2012, and whereas the least was seen in the consumption of cheese. See, least is seen in the consumption of cheese, which remained very low. First it was 113 and then by the end it was 125 only. So this was all about overall, and you can see the trend remained the same. Here you can see in case of vegetables it increased slightly, then in case of meat again there was a slight increase and then decrease. You can see it fluctuated. In case of wheat again increase is seen, and in case of beans again there was increase, and in case of cheese it first increased and then was stable for the next decade. You can also write down that all the consumption of all the vegetables remained showed the same trend, or you can say showed the increasing trend, while meat showed a fluctuation in the trend. Now coming to the body pairs, you can divide it into two parts: vegetables and meat in one part, wheat, bean and cheese in the other part. Why vegetable and meat in one part? Because vegetable is showing an increasing trend and is highest, and meat is the second highest. But it showed the fluctuation. And wheat, beans and cheese you can write down in the next part with the same trend. Okay, so the highest proportion of people's food intake was the number of vegetables consumed at 214 grams, followed by the amount of meat consumed at 1148 grams. The consumption of vegetables rose slightly over the year. Rose slightly means increased slightly, reaching 2220 grams in 2012. The proportion of meat saw a small increase of more than 60 grams in 2002 before dropping back to 1132 grams in 2012. Now in this we have given the data by simultaneously comparing it with one another, or you can simply write down the data of 1992 and then you can explain everything in the second body para. It is up to you. Now the second body para, the rest of the food intake included wheat, beans and cheese at 937 gram, 532 gram and 113 gram respectively in 1992, despite the unchanged amount of cheese in the next 20-year period, which was 125 gram. It is missing in this part, so you have to write down the given amount or given data, because data is everything in the body paras. The figure for wheat, beans grew to reach 977 grams and 590 grams respectively in 2012. So this was all about this task 1. You can either compare it simultaneously and write it down, or you can write the data of 1992 in the first body para, while you can compare the other 2 years and write that in second body para. That's all. Thank you.